A lot of the time people ask me, how do you learn magic? What videos do you watch? What books do you read? Who teaches you? How did you get good? And etc. So today, I'll be answering all those questions and sharing with you my magic journey. And I'm really hoping from today's video that you see how I learned magic, how you can apply it to yourself, and why I do what I do. So let's get started. The first way I ever learned magic was through friends and family. And honestly, none of them were quote unquote magicians, but I would say about 1 in 5 people I ran into knew some kind of card trick. And 99% of the time, the card trick sucked. But there was 1% of the time where you can find real gems in what people show you. So that's how I started off with my basic foundation of magic. And if you're just getting started, I would 100% recommend that you learn from everyone around you as well. Next, I started learning magic through videos. So what did I do? I went on to Illusionist. For some reason, I thought it was the only magic website in the universe. And I just bought stuff, as much stuff as my parents would allow. I just bought it all. And simultaneously, I also learned from some of the OG magic channels here on YouTube like Miss Mag and Disturbed Reality. So for a year or two, I just immersed myself in learning as much as I could in terms of magic and card tricks. But at one point, it just all stopped. I did nothing for a few years and just coasted off the knowledge that I had. And I think that's probably one of the most dangerous things you can do, because I knew just enough that I thought I knew it all. And honestly, that was the dumbest thing. It was so dumb. Now fast track a few years later, I saw people who practiced the deceptive arts at the card table. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, that must have required a lot of practice, because it was just incredible what they could do. So suddenly that's what I became passionate about, and I observed people like Richard Turner, Daniel Madison, and I really broke down what they were doing on a microscopic level. So sometimes I just sit there and watch videos of them perform and break it down second by second. So a lot of what I learned was actually from them, and that really helped build up how I do things now. And it was at that point that I really got back into magic, because it was through dedicated practice of hours and hours every single day that I realized there's so much more that I have to learn, and there's so much of this that could be applied to magic. So it just opened up a world of possibilities. From that point on, I started reading books written by magicians and performers, and realized the immense value in those books, because there were some methods and techniques I'd never even heard of, I've never seen, but on paper they sounded so amazing. It was just, I needed to get those from paper into reality and really test them out myself. So I immersed myself completely into reading about magic. To share with you some of the books I read, it was Card Trick Central, Encyclopedia of Card Tricks, Harry Lorraine's Personal Collection, Expert at the Card Table, Neo Cheating, and there's so many more. I can't really think of many off the top of my head, but there's so many great books on card magic, card handling, illusions, and things like that. In the process of reading all these books, it just hit me that I had only scratched the surface of the art of magic, and there was so much more that I needed to learn. When I started doing my performances at this phase versus when I had first began, the reactions that I got from the audience were vastly different. People were literally left in awe, they were left speechless half the time, and I can repeat an effect 8-9 times and they would still have no clue how it was done, and their mind would still be blown. And that's when I started this YouTube channel, because I wanted to teach people how to get the same reactions that I get when I perform magic. And there's just like a childlike joy that comes when a person sees a trick for the first time, so they feel great and you feel even better that you were able to convey or give them that feeling. So my whole thing became how I can help people learn magic, master their performance, and captivate audiences. And then recently I started the Underground Club because I wanted to build a community of artists. I wanted to build a community of performers that can go out and positively impact and add joy to the lives of others. And that's really what I've been most passionate about. And what I really love about it is we're always uplifting each other, sharing our accomplishments, sharing knowledge, and just doing so much more together, just like a family. So let me actually share with you a couple of messages that I've gotten from the Underground Club. And it's really seeing messages like this that drives me to do better and be better. That's really where I am in my journey now, continuously learning and hoping to add as much value as possible to you so that you can go out and positively impact others. I really hope me creating this video gave you a little bit of insight on my motivation, my intentions, and my goal. I just want to wind down by saying this. A big thank you to everyone who's watching, and a big thank you to the Underground Club members. It's because of all of your support that I can continue doing what I do. From the bottom of my heart, I would really love to have everyone who's watching become a member of the Underground Club. Because seriously, for $5 a month, you'll get so much more value added to you than having a Netflix or a Hulu or Disney Plus or Spotify or anything like that. Because here, you're going to be part of something much bigger. You're going to be part of a community that adds joy and makes a positive impact. Thanks for watching.